Okay, Hare Krishna, I'm going to make a video now and I'm going to talk about milk and how it develops the finer brain. I'm going to read some quotes from Prabhupada, very short quotes, and then I'm going to talk about how the demons are trying to destroy the finer brain of humanity. So we'll start off here with a quote. I'm sorry I don't have the references to where these quotes are from, but I'll put them in the description. This one is the protection of cows maintains the most miraculous form of food, i.e. milk, for maintaining the finer tissues of the brain for understanding higher aims of life. So that's the first one. The second one, the cow is the most important animal for developing the human body to perfection. The body can be maintained by any kind of foodstuff, but cow's milk is particularly essential for developing the finer tissues of the human brain so that one can understand the intricacies of transcendental knowledge. And then further down here, in his instructions of Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in his instructions of Bhagavad Gita, advises Goraksha, which means cow protection. The cow should be protected, milk should be drawn from the cows, and this milk should be prepared in various ways. One should take ample milk, and thus one can prolong one's life, develop his brain, execute devotional service, and ultimately attain the favour of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I'll just stop there. So here we're seeing some quotes where basically what the milk is doing, it's developing the brain so that the finer brain tissues can be developed so that one can actually understand spiritual life and understand the path of spiritual life, how to practice the path of spiritual life, how to find a bona fide spiritual master, how to develop one's relationship with Krishna under the guidance of a spiritual master. This is what milk can help humanity to do. And the demons, like, this is what I always talk about. I always say it always comes down to this. It's about the battle for the soul of man. What's going on this earthly planet is a battle for the soul of man. So therefore the demons are always trying to take humanity, take man away from God, and God and God's representatives, like Srila Prabhupada, they're trying to bring humanity to God. So this is the war that's taking place. So a lot of people know about 5G, they know about 4G. We've seen videos on YouTube and things like that, and we can clearly see that when a person's blood is analysed before they come in contact with Wi-Fi, it has a perfectly round circular structure, and after being in contact with Wi-Fi, that those blood cells are damaged, and therefore they cannot transport the oxygen all around the body to the organs and the brain where it's needed to go. So therefore, obviously, this is what it's all about. The demons have this technology to destroy the brain of humanity so they cannot think of spiritual life. They also preach veganism. They've stolen, when Prabhupada came to the West, we saw a great uprising in vegetarianism, because Prabhupada's presence in the Western world purified the Western world. And then the distribution of his books, the chanting of the holy name, so many people were taken to Krishna consciousness. And those that were not directly taken to it, they were latching on to the more like, how would you say, preliminary practices such as being non-violent, being a vegetarian. But the demons have hijacked this movement, this vegetarian movement. Of course, Krishna consciousness is not about making people vegetarian, but it is favourable. Krishna consciousness is about offering your food to God, and it so happens that God only accepts vegetarian food. Krishna accepts vegetarian food stuff, and then we offer that to him, and then we eat the remnants, which is prasadam, which is mercy, which helps us to develop spiritually. But the point I'm making is there was this awakening of being non-violent. It's a preliminary qualification of spiritual life that was developing in the Western world, and the demons have hijacked that, and then they've preached against taking milk products such as milk, butter, yogurt, ghee, and they preach that, they basically say that the cow's milk and all the byproducts of milk are not for human consumption, they're just for the cows. So what are they doing? We've read about all these quotes here about the benefits of milk and how it develops the finer brain of humanity. So the human brain is developed so that one can understand spiritual life, and the demons, we can clearly see, they're preaching against taking milk. They want to make the whole world like a vegan world with no, they want us like that Soylent Green, eating soya crackers or eating other humans. They want to turn us into cannibals. That's their ultimate goal. And then on another level, they're destroying our brain with this very like secretive technology. They've got everybody hooked up to these phones. It's like giving a child a toy. That child has no ability to control his mind, and you give him a dangerous toy, like a gun. Say you give a child a gun or something, that gun is dangerous, or a knife or something. That child will end up killing himself or harming others, because he's not got the developed intelligence or strength of mind or anything to deal with the dangerous thing. So in the same way, these phones that they give to humanity and this Wi-Fi technology, it's a weapon, but it's a very crafty weapon, because whenever a man thinks something, he's just sitting here and he starts to think, oh yeah, what about that? And then he'll pick up his phone and he'll give like a form to his thought before a man would think about something, and then he'd say, oh, I can't remember, maybe it was that, and then he'll forget about it. But now somebody thinks something, immediately picks up his phone and he'll start reading something on the internet about that thing. So a person's phone is an extension of his mind. But the problem is that every time a man is thinking and then expanding his thinking to the phone, which like I said is an expansion of his mind now, he has to take a heavy hit of radiation, which is frying his brain. It's damaging his brain cells. The opposite of what humanity should be doing. Humanity should be developing the finer brain by drinking raw milk directly from the cow. That's another thing these demons have preached. They've preached against raw milk, and they've given this bogus germ theory for pasteurization and things like that. So what I'm saying is that these demons, they have this Wi-Fi. Yes, it damages, it kills us off, but on another level, what they're really looking for, they want to destroy the finer brain of humanity so they cannot look to the path of spiritual life. They're so dull-headed. People are getting their brains fried. A human body vibrates at 6.83, is it? Or I don't know, 6 point or 7.83, something like 7.83 or 6.83. I think it's 7.83 hertz. And a mobile phone is vibrating at 2.8 gigahertz. So it's a massive leap in energy that is hitting the human body, hitting the human brain. And we can see by when they've analysed blood that it definitely damages the blood, the blood cells. So it's irrefutable that it's damaging the brain, because they want to damage the brain. These demons know exactly what they're doing. This harmful weaponry, which they call smart technology, is actually not by chance. It's a deliberate plan to destroy humanity's finer brain so they can understand spiritual life. It's a direct attack on Srila Prabhupada's preaching. Prabhupada's brought the Hare Krishna mantra to the Western world. He's brought all these ancient Vedic teachings to the world. And these demons are frying everybody's brain with these mobile phones, so they will find it harder to understand these books. And at the same time, they're preaching to them, stop drinking milk, putting this propaganda, making propaganda that a cow's fart is damaging. You know, let's not go to this global warming, big hoax, big communism to take away everybody's land. I can go on, I'm going on tangents, but the main point of this video is that mobile phone technology is frying the human brain, which is polar opposite to what Vedic culture will be teaching, which is to take milk to develop the finer brain tissues. Okay, Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada.